Well, obviously that's Sam Alvey. Why he's wearing a wig, I'm not sure, but he is smiling a lot better than the last time we talked to him.
Yeah, just breaking into character, trying to get in the head of the Theodoru.
Yeah, you got Elias Theodorou coming up on UFC Fight Night 89. That hair, though, is not going to work. His hair is luxurious.
His hair is luxurious. I'm trying. I'm a B-rate Theodoru, but I'm trying.
That's awesome. Is that I got to ask though? Did you find that wig in your wife's side of the closet? Is that you guys have fetish night and get dolled up, or was that on your side of the closet because you're a crossdresser?
Well, I mean, once you're married, everything becomes everyone's. So.
Nice cop out. Good work. Dodging the bullet on that one. First, I got to ask, man, how's your jaw? Obviously, last time we talked, it was wired shut.
Jaw's feeling great. It really is. Having a good time training, too. I did some boxing yesterday, got blasted a few times in the jaw and held up strong.
Okay. Did you have to change your mouthpiece? Because sometimes when people break the jaw actually is a different shape.
Yeah. I'm using the same mouthpiece, but I had it refitted a little bit. So I brought it into the dentist that designed it for me, and he changed it a little bit more.
Side question. Did he charge you extra to have that refitted, or was it just part of the deal?
No, it was part of the deal. And I know it was probably my fault when I broke it, as in my mouth was open and I wasn't using the mouth guard. But, they wired it shut and it adjusted. I'm so upset. A lot of things are wrong with me, but I always had perfect teeth. And now I broke my jaw and I got a little crooked tooth on the bottom, and I'm so upset. What's that? It does, and it's nobody knows it but me. But now you and all your millions of fans. But,
well, here's the deal. Obviously, I know I'm still missing. I still have this tooth is still missing, right? And it's been driving me nuts. It's been almost a year. It's supposed to be like a 2-month procedure, and it's taken a year. Now I actually have to fly to Alaska to a friend's dentist up in Anchorage to have them finally finish it. But of course, I got to fly to Alaska, which doesn't suck, but. Let's be honest, it's a process, but no one notices unless I pull it out that I have a fake tooth because it fits right in there with the flipper. But it bothers me all the time.
Yeah, half my team is missing teeth. Tom Galicchio, he's toothless. Dan, he's missing, I think, 4 up front. My jiu-jitsu coach, he just lost one. Alexis Defresne, she's fighting Bellator tomorrow night. She's missing a tooth now. So it goes around. And actually, this front top tooth of mine is a fake one. I heard it in high school wrestling, and yeah.
It's that's one of the things that actually, no matter what you do, like you can get away with like a bunch of scarring, you can get away with a bunch of nose breaks, so you kind of look normal, in your later years. But teeth, for some reason, we always get our teeth jacked up. No matter what we do, no matter how much we try to protect them, there's always going to be a crooked one or a chipped one or a half-cracked one, no matter what you do.
Yeah. I was doing so well, and then 15 or 20 weeks ago, I broke it. Now I have a little crooked one.
Well, now you can join the rest of us. Good for you.
Now I look like a real fighter.
Let's talk about Elias. This is going to be a decent fight on paper. How do you see him so far, breaking it down?
I love the matchup. I called him out about a year ago, and for a year he's been saying, no, he doesn't want it, which does make me feel real good on the inside. But strategically, he's a tough kid. He doesn't get worn out. More than anything, his conditioning looks good. It looks like for 3 rounds, he can push the pace. So I've been focusing a lot on keeping that up. I've always had good conditioning, but I'm making sure I keep the conditioning and the power. I know he's a grinder, too. You look at it, and he'll use his hands, but he'll go against that cage, and he's very willing to win the round as opposed to finish the fight. And then the last thing that I've really noticed is if he sees that opening, he will try to finish the fight. He's willing to be slow to make that opening, though.
Yeah, so like he does have that killer instinct, but it's like a rough little spot. Like it takes him a long time to get there, and once he sees the finish, it's like he goes right for it. So. It's kind of a weird guy. So that going into your training, you're like, okay, if he rocks me or if he hurts me, he's not going to attack me right away. Does that add confidence? Is that something you work on in training where no matter what, I'm always going to keep my defense up and try to bang my way through it? Or how does that process come out in training?
Yeah, I know he's got that killer instinct. So I've got I've been working with more people more than others. Sean Strickland in particular. It's not the perfect matchup, but Sean has that killer instinct where he will find his openings, and when he hurts you, that's when he pounces. So I've been doing as much as I can with that kind of thing, like where if I get hit, I get hurt, I get in a bad spot. I have Sean or I have Jesse Taylor. Or I have a few other guys really try and put the pounding on me. So I've been working a lot on the survive the initial blow and be prepared for the oncoming slaughter.
Nice, and that's tough because you have to put yourself in a bad situation. You've got to be in a bad situation and still have the wherewithal. The first couple times when it's still having to be thought about before it becomes memory, where you're like, oh, what do I do now? I just got rocked. What do I do now? Oh, cover up and get out of the way, And then all of a sudden it's like it comes easier. But the first couple times are scary. Where you're like, oh, I got rocked. What do I do? Shit, I'm getting hit again. What do I do? Up, that, and it's like you bail out of it. Or why is he hitting me so hard, Jesse? Stop it, back off me.
Yeah, and that's boxers. They get a lot of that. Where it's boxing is so much more strategic than MMA. Where if they get hit, they've got to go for that finish. So I've been working with a lot just to try and get that feeling a little more of them finding their pace, and then looking for the kill.
You said your striking's gotten better, and you've been able to take a punch to the jaw, so that's okay. But how's your jaw doing grappling? Like guys, real close combat down on the ground.
Yeah, it goes real well. I've really not had any pain out of since I broke it. It's not hurt at all. When they took the braces off, it hurt a little bit, just the muscles coming back. But since then, it's felt really good. I've still been protecting it. I'm in a headgear no matter what I'm doing. Just because that's my new. God, I hate headgear, but now I won't do anything without it anymore. And I've been focusing on keeping my mouth closed in every situation.
Biting down and breathing through your nose, and that's one of the toughest things to teach. Is every time and you punch, you exhale through your nose, and you keep that jaw closed because when you're hitting somebody, they can hit you back at the same time. So like in the middle of a punch, you don't want to have that jaw open. And you had to learn the hard way,
Yeah.
And you hopefully.
Yeah. But I did learn. Everything comes hard for me. But I figured it out.
That's what she said. So now this fight's going to be good. I got to ask though, do you agree with the UFC matchmaking where it's always if two guys win they can battle each other, but if two guys lose they can battle each other, but it's always got to be they never cross match it. It's never like a guy that loses with a guy that just won. Like it's very rare that happens. In this case, both you guys are coming off single losses. Are you comfortable with that kind of mindset where okay, both of us are coming off losses? Let's try to get a victory in, or would you like to see, hey, I lost, it was a close decision, or I got caught or something, and then give me somebody that's actually just won?
You know what? This is a guy I wanted to fight. I lost. I keep saying I lost my season of Tough. I flubbed out big time, so I'm going to beat everyone that's ever been on Tough. I beat Cesar. I beat Dylan Andrews. I beat Daniel Kelly, and I'm just. He's my next one. This is my next Tough champion, and I'm going to go in there and I'm going to take his title from him, because it's still a sore spot. I should have won my season. I know how good I am, and I know how good the rest of my season was, but I should have won it. I could have won it, and I failed. So I gotta try and bring it back in my head.
Does it make you a little more nervous that he's 11-1, and that one loss came just his last fight? And sometimes guys that just lost it for the first time are a little bit more anxious and animated and aggressive because they're trying to make sure they don't lose again.
You tell you what, I lost my last fight, and then I broke my jaw. There's not a person on this planet I couldn't beat up and will beat up in my next fight. I mean, as modesty as I can say it, I really feel bad for him being my next opponent because I'm going to hurt him.
I like it. I like how that works. I like it. Obviously, I want to talk to you real quick about the Rockhold and Bisping matchup with Weidman getting pulled out. It just got announced yesterday, the day before, that Bisping's got the replacement. I thought Jacare should step in just because of the mindset. How do you think that matchup for Bisping and Rockhold? Like, what do you think about that matchup?
Well, Bisping Rock. Oh, go ahead.
First as a fight, and then second as entertainment.
Yeah. Well, as a fight, I think I think it's probably going to go the same way it went last time. They were actually the main event when I fought Daniel Kelly in Australia. And I think it's probably going to go to the same way. All the respect in the world to Bisping, but Rockhold is just, he's hitting his stride where Bisping, he's not doing poorly, but he's not where he once was. At least I don't think so. That being said, Bisping just beat Anderson Silva. This could just be, the stars could be aligning for him. I think, and so from a fight, I do think Bisping is probably going to lose. But for an entertainment, I am kind of sold on the fight. Jacare would have been a good one, but and I would have said yes if I was Jacare. But I can understand him saying no. He's the number one contender. He's getting a title shot probably next, anyways. So why do it on 2 weeks' notice instead of an 8-week camp? And shoot, if Bisping does beat Rockhold, that's a way easier fight for Jacare than Rockhold is.
A way easier. So if Bisping catches him by accident, Jacare's, he can write his own ticket essentially. Yeah.
Right. So I understand Jacare not taking it, and I heard he's injured anyways. But I'm okay with this matchup. Bisping could be fated to be champion. It's kind of nice to see him at least get the shot. He's had such a long and he's fought everyone.
Yeah, and multitude of times and been up and like climbing and it falls off a little bit and climbs and falls off a little bit and climbs. He keeps getting higher and higher up the rankings, but he keeps having that dump. Of course, we all remember the Henderson knockout, which kind of set everybody else apart, trying to come back after him again. Look, if Henderson can knock him out, I can knock him out. So it kind of changed how the game looked at him after that starching. I got to wonder, though, like I saw earlier today, I was reading something, I think it was on MMA Junkie, where Rockhold, where Bisping comes out and says, yeah, it's my destiny to be the champ. I will be the champ. It's been my destiny. And he believes it. He really does believe it. And then Rockhold was like, your destiny to be the champ, huh? Like, your destiny is to be my little bitch. Like, that's, so entertainment value, it's starting to pick up a little bit. Good trash talking on both sides. But how do you see it so far?
You know what? I like it. Bisping, he always runs his mouth. Every fight, whether it's an easy fight or a hard fight, he's always running his mouth. And a lot of fighters hate it. I love that stuff. Conor McGregor, I'm not a huge fan of his fighting style, but I love the way he runs his mouth. And Bisping, I'm kind of the same way. And I've worked with Bisping a couple times. I've worked with Rockhold a couple times. And let's see, Rockhold does better against me than Bisping does. Bisping hurt me too a few times like Rockhold does, but Rockhold's a scary dude. And so it's kind of fun having that confidence that Rockhold has against the mouth that Bisping has. And I'm going to enjoy the build up to it. I know it's only a few weeks of build up, but I'm going to enjoy it all the same.
Oh yeah, for sure. I love, from entertainment value, I think it's a great fight. I think it's an absolutely amazing fight from entertainment value. But from an actual fight standpoint, I think the line's like minus 1,100
really?
Versus plus 650. Like, it's like a ridiculous line, So, it is what it is. This is how these fights go sometimes.
Yeah, I tell you, I might put $5 on Bisping.
Why not? If it's plus 650, like, why the hell would you put $5 down?
Yeah, I put 5 against Cyborg. I knew Cyborg was going to win, but that the odds were, it was something 1,100 to 600 or something. The odds were, if I hit, I just made $100.
Yeah, and I was like, who cares? I might as well just put it out there and see what happens. So,
yeah.
All right, Sam. Well, good luck in the rest of your training camp. We might talk to you again before your training camp is done. We'll probably try and catch your week of fight. I want to see how your jaw's holding up and how your body's holding up.
Yeah. No, that sounds great. I got to hear who your pick is too. You're like betting 1,000 on me.
Yeah, I haven't broken this one down yet. Surprisingly enough, I've gotten through everything else, but I will break it down before we talk again. And even if we don't do the interview beforehand, I'll still give you my pick.
Okay, cool. No, that sounds great. I look forward to hearing it.
You got it, brother.
As long as it's me.
Yeah, I know, right? Thanks, brother. I appreciate it. I'll talk to you soon.
I will talk to you soon, sir.